Hi, my name is Karina Acosta and I'm going to show you how to do an animation with animated stripes on Editor. So what we're going to do first is we're going to click on the settings and we're going to click on the 720p, which is the size of our canvas, and the background color I'm going to put it in a light tone of blue because I'm going to use it as a sky. Now I'm going to click the first layer and I'm going to rename it rocks. This is where my character is going to, like the land, I should call it land. So let's call it land. This is where my character is going to be, where he's going to walk. And I'm going to use my brush tool and a light color of brown and start with the shape. And now I'm going to use with the same color but a darker tone. Okay, so we close the shape, we fill it. Okay, so now I have the land. The details I'm going to do them at the end because they're not very important. Okay, in this one I'm going to call it mountain. And I'm going to leave this layer above the other one because I want the mountain to be behind. And again with the color brown, then we fill it. And I'm going to fill the spaces that are left in blank. Okay, so now that I have my stage, my scenario, I'm going to add another layer, and this one I'm gonna call it the sun because it's going to be the sun. And what I'm going to do here is, because it is the sun, I'm going to, but it's like a sunset, so it's not going to be yellow, it's going to be more of going to orange, but not that orange. And I'm going to leave this one also below because it's going to be hiding behind the mountain and the rocks. And I'm going to do it not that big but not that small. I'm going to do it like medium. And here I'm going to do the first string, which is the little rhombus in here, and I'm going to click it. Then I click on the frame of this layer and I grab it, or well, I click until where I want it. I'm going to put it until 15. And then these two also, I'm going to make them larger because I need to see the stage, or where am I going to move the sun. So the sun is here, and to make it move with the twin, I'm going to my last frame and I grab it and I put it wherever I want it to be. Okay, now I'm going to add the sprites, I'm sorry, not stripes. And this one I'm going to put it above all the layers because this is my main character. I'm going to put main. Well, no, I'm going to name it Puma because that's the character I'm using. A wildcat. I think it's a wildcat. So the wildcat, and I'm going to click on my frame, and the sprites are images, so I need to upload them. I click here, and here they are. Okay, so then they upload here, and you click on them and it appears this button that said add to canvas. So my image is too big and I'm going to use my cursor. I want it to be smaller. Okay, so now I can position it wherever I want it, and I'm going to make a clip. So I click on I make sure there is the image selected, and on the inspector there is two buttons that said make a button and make a clip. We're going to use the make a clip. And now you double click on the image, and now you have it. And here's where we're going to use our sprites. So this is my first image. Now I'm going to click on the second frame and I'm going to add the image. It's big. Here I take as reference the face. So now I'm going to add another frame number 3, and do the same. I put the face in the same spot so that it doesn't look like it's moving weird. And that is actually what we're going to be doing. Clicking on the next frame and adding the image, making it the same size and in the same position so that it looks continuously. See, actually here I think the last ones are bigger than the first one, so I'm going to make this a bit smaller. There it is. It looks good. So now that we have our clip on the character, we're going back here where it says project. We click on it, and if we click on the play button so that we can see it moving, we need to also make it until the frame 15 so that it's always so see it looks like it's running. The sun is going down, and now what we need to do is we click on the frame of the wildcat with also add a twin like with the sun. We go until the last frame and we move our wildcat until we wanted it to be. So maybe there's okay. Let me see. Yes. So now we're going to do the details. For the details, I use the pencil tool. So I'm going to click on the color I already had, but I'm going to grab a darker one, not so dark, but so that we can difference. If you want to, you can do a layer of details. So we're going to call it details land. No, I'm sorry, it was lands detail. There it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the outline with the other color, and I'm going to start doing these little curvy lines because they kind of make the illusion that it's like rusty. Okay, so now I'm trying to draw like shadows. So what I'm going to do now is that I already did with the light color. I'm going to grab now a darker tone. I think I need more lines and thicker. There it is. Make the shadows again. For the mountain I will not be giving that much detail because that one is behind. Okay, so I think that one's okay. Now I'm going with this one. I'm going to do the same, small lines. I'm going to make the outline of the rocks. I think I'm going to make it black because you can't actually see it that well. So actually I'm going to use black also on the details. I will use the brush because I think the pencil it's too thin, so the brush will be a bit better. Yes it is. So for thin details you can use the pencil, and for thick you can use the brush. It looks better. Here I'm going to make it like the other one. Okay, so now I'm going to the shadows again with the dark color, a bigger size. I think a 6 will be okay. And I'm going to draw there is okay here. And I'm going to draw a big one in here and this one on the outside. I'm going to keep on the details in the mountain with the black. I think I'm going to make the wildcat bigger. So as you can see, the wildcat's moving and the sun's moving. When it gets in there, this here, it doesn't get like in the right position as it is drawn the rock. So I'm going to move it. I'm going to rotate it up. And it created another tree, and now I'm going in the last one and I'll modify it too. I'm going to add a bit of clouds. So I'm going to make the clouds move too. I'm going to make this one disappear, and the other one I'm going to make it move to the right. This is it on the process. Now to make it a video, I'm just going to click on export, then on export video in beta, and it creates the video. You just wait for it. That's it on the making animation with animation sprites and with twins also. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope you like it, and I hope you can make your own now.